The Trump administration has implemented new tariffs on goods from several countries. These tariffs impact a significant portion of international trade. Specifically, a 25% tariff was placed on goods from Mexico and Canada. Additionally, a 10% tariff was placed on goods from China. These tariffs affect approximately $1.6 trillion worth of goods traded each year. The implementation of these tariffs marks a significant development in international trade policy. The affected countries are major trading partners with the United States. The tariffs are expected to have wide-ranging consequences for businesses and consumers alike. The tariffs are part of the Trump administration's stated goal of protecting American jobs and industries. The administration argues that these tariffs are necessary to address unfair trade practices. However, critics argue that the tariffs will ultimately harm the U.S. economy by raising prices for consumers and businesses. These new tariffs represent a significant escalation in trade tensions between the United States and its trading partners. The tariffs have been met with criticism from businesses and foreign governments alike. It remains to be seen what the long-term impact of these tariffs will be. However, they are likely to have a significant impact on the global economy for years to come. The economic outlook in the wake of these new tariffs is a cause for concern. Experts predict a contraction in the U.S. gross domestic product, or GDP. GDP is a measure of the total value of goods and services produced in a country. A contraction in GDP indicates a decline in economic activity. EY chief economist Greg Dacko forecasts a 1.5% contraction in U.S. GDP for 2025. This is a significant decline that reflects the negative impact of the tariffs. Furthermore, Dacko predicts a further contraction of 2.1% in 2026. This suggests that the negative economic consequences of the tariffs could be long-lasting. In addition to GDP contraction, economists also anticipate an increase in inflation. Inflation is a general increase in prices for goods and services. When prices rise, consumers' purchasing power decreases. Dacko predicts a 0.7% increase in inflation in the first quarter of 2025. This means that consumers will likely see higher prices for everyday goods and services. The combined effects of GDP contraction and inflation could create a challenging economic environment. Businesses may face reduced demand for their products and services. Consumers may struggle to afford basic necessities as prices rise. The tariffs have the potential to create a ripple effect throughout the economy, impacting various sectors and individuals. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the tariffs, many companies are taking proactive steps to mitigate the potential damage. These companies learned valuable lessons from previous trade disputes and the recent global pandemic. As a result, they are better equipped to navigate the challenges posed by the new tariffs. General Motors, or GM, is one such company. CEO Mary Barra has stated that the company has engaged in extensive scenario planning. This means that they have developed contingency plans for different potential outcomes of the tariffs. While GM acknowledges that the tariffs could have negative consequences, they believe they are well prepared to minimize the impact. IBM is another company that is taking a proactive approach to the tariffs. CFO Jim Kavanaugh stresses the importance of scenario modeling and planning. They are analyzing the potential impact of the tariffs on a company-specific, industry-specific, and general business level. This comprehensive approach allows IBM to anticipate challenges and develop appropriate responses. HP Inc., or HPQ, is another company that is drawing on its experience from the COVID-19 pandemic. CEO Enrique Lores explains that HP has diversified its manufacturing locations, reducing its reliance on China. This diversification strategy makes HP less vulnerable to disruptions in any one location. The long-term effects of the Trump administration's new tariffs remain uncertain. However, it is clear that these tariffs have the potential to significantly impact the global economy. The economic forecasts paint a concerning picture, with predictions of GDP contraction, inflation increases, and market volatility. The Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States, may be forced to adjust its monetary policy in response to the economic fallout from the tariffs. The Fed could potentially maintain restrictive interest rates to combat inflation. This could further slow down economic growth. The tariffs have also introduced a new level of uncertainty into international trade relations. This uncertainty could lead to a decline in global trade and investment. Businesses may be hesitant to make long-term investment decisions in the face of unpredictable trade policies. The long-term consequences of these tariffs will depend on a variety of factors. These include the duration of the tariffs, the response of other countries, and the ability of businesses to adapt. The global economy is entering uncharted territory, and the full impact of these tariffs may not be known for years to come. Thank you for visiting the Today Hot Reels channel. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X.